Hello everybody, I am very excited here to play The Last Doors Collector's Edition Episode 4, since this will be the last episode of this season, and will come to what I assume a thrilling conclusion to Jeremiah Devitt's story. So let's just get in on it, and let's find out what happened to him after he was handed that mask. Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. Previously on The Last Door. After escaping from his burial, Devitt finds himself in a cellar of London's darkest slum, the Old Nicole Rookery. In his pocket, he has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. Devitt walks through the misty streets following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of the Simurgh, the king of birds. Following its trail through a dreamlike land of fog, Devitt finally meets Alexander, a member of the secret group Devitt, and his friend at school. Alexander welcomes Devitt and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There's no turning back. Oh, so I'm assuming that's Alexander? So is he gonna get tortured or nothing? Okay, I guess I click on him. I've made my mind. Oh wait, so so I'm controlling Alexander, not Devitt. I'm ready. So it seems like he just made a potion or some sort of medicine. Go on, do it. So put a cloak on him, okay. Do it! Ooh. Do it! What did he do? Alright, I don't know, but in the last episode, he was trapped in some sort of slum after being buried alive by Baldwin, and they never really explain how they got to the slum. And I feel like they're not gonna explain it, or I don't know. I just want to know what the deal with Baldwin was, you know, unless maybe he was one of the witnesses. I don't know. Maybe hopefully they explain things here. And also, the cloak and the mask was previously referred to in episode 1 when Devitt broke down the basement wall at Beechworth Mansion, where he found the knife along with a cloak and a mask. So we already know that Beechworth was involved in all this. But what exactly are they doing? Are they gonna try to call back the eye? The evil itself? I guess we'll find out. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the back outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long distant eras. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower. From the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadow that hang over the veil that hides the world as if it were the curtain of a theater. The veil separates the truth from the lie. What exactly is the veil? They keep referencing it. The veil is a place, Devitt, a place of mists. Thank you for answering. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. Again, another reference to the tree. You must find the door, as I did. Sad face. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it and we will walk together beyond the mist. Are they using Devitt to find the door to the veil? Maybe because they can't find it themselves? I don't know. I suppose you're wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it. Your letter was truly mysterious. Ah, so they're the two psychologists or psychiatrists. I've been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Why yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he's one of the victims. Dear God. Are you telling my patient has been murdered? What was David doing there? What was the cause of those awful deaths? Okay, are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. Herr Devitt was attacked but survived. Give this impression? You practically said he was dead. What happened to him then? What happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr Devitt in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to Devitt that he had done to the others. Huh. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr Devitt was hospitalized. Oh, I see. So Baldwin was trying to bury someone. And he was himself buried. So supposedly he's in the hospital right now. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. Okay. What was Devitt doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. We can assume that Herr Devitt was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I suspect you did not find Mr. Devitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusion do you draw from all those circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded in all of them. There is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr Devitt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. So he's hallucinating. Baldwin is the cause of all this, it seems. Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. I'm sure this is the place. Alexander's house must be just ahead. Walk backwards? Is there anything there? Nope. Okay, well, some games like to put quest items or just a bonus item behind you so that you don't. Oh wait, so you don't expect it. The ancient castle of Pevensey rests in the distance. It was a garrison first built by the Romans, but was abandoned and has been in a ruin ever since. What is he doing in the forest? Wasn't he with Alexander? There's a large iron bar latching the door. Well, open it up, yo. It is quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. Okay, now you say that, do we really want to go in? It seems like it was trying to keep something in. Let me guess, I'm gonna need a lantern. Well, okay, well, it's not saying anything that he needs a lantern, but I'm assuming I'm gonna need a lantern or some sort. I'll be back. I wish I can kind of close the door or something. A beautifully crafted steel greenhouse. It is old, but still in good condition. Okay. Okay, I really wish I could have closed that door. It's latched. I can't open from this side. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm gonna get something in the house, which allows me to loop back and go back into the greenhouse. But let's go in first. Find out what's going on. No one is entering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that an old friend come to visit. Okay, I don't know if that's a wise decision. Also, there are people. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach in my intrusion. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't have one of those eyes that follow you as you walk around. Wait, hold on. Is there anything else? Oh, lock. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. Okay, so have to find the hand, I'm assuming. It could be Pevensey Castle, but in the painting, the garrison is not in the ruins. A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm. Full and still warm, so essentially it means that there was someone here, but no one bothered to open the door for you. I mean, I would personally not have stayed, but okay, whatever you want. Just some old bottles. But gets pick it up? Nope. Oh, in the last episode I got to pick up a bottle. An oil lamp. Okay, pick that up. Okay, so now I can go back to the greenhouse. Does this... Yes, it leads back outside. That door goes back to the front door. Oh, a whale. An ancient stone whale. A rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below. Grab the rope. The rope is broken. I'll keep this end. That sounds like something dropped. Could it just be a simple bucket or something more sinister? I can't get a hold of the bucket with just this. Alright, fine. Ah, a grave. Baldwin. I knew there's something to do with him. It looks like someone was buried here. I can't dig with my bare hands. Yes, you can, and you will do it! Fine. So, what is... now I'm really curious about Baldwin, because there was absolutely no mention of Baldwin the last episode. But cellar door is locked. I need a key to open it. Alright. Well, let's go to the greenhouse then. Let's find out what's going on there. Okay, that looked very funny. Like a stereotypical ghost. This paint looks as if it had been broken from the inside. The inside, huh? Do I get to pull it open? Nope. Okay. Statue here, but I don't get to... Oh. A statue of an angel with its wings spread. Its head is missing. A jar of vitriol oil. I must be careful. It's a powerful acid. Alright, grab it. I don't know what to do with it yet, but... something. To dissolve something, probably. A statue of an angel covered in mold. It's glancing at me with a sad gesture. Anything else? Nope. That's it for the greenhouse, I think. So do I dissolve this place? Nope. Head missing. Maybe I have to find the head. I mean, I would think it would. You can dissolve this. What was that sound? Okay, that sounded like something was being dragged, and I was half hoping that the statues would have changed position. Because that would have been really creepy. Alright, well, let's get back in the house. Check out upstairs, I think. Here. Oh. The silhouette of a man. It bears a strong resemblance to Alexander. The silhouette of a woman. Maybe it's Alexander dressed in a woman's outfit? A fine painting of the local Roman structure. They somehow seem more ancient in this depiction. A figurine of an angel facing the wall. Alright, let's go in here. Also, there is a person. Alexander! Oh, but he's in a wheelchair this time. Well, let's explore the room first, I guess. Oh, a note. There's a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives, caring to tear through. It is xylithol, the curtain behind which the great wings beat. Inside its ancient mist inhabit the shadows of those who left. Ah, so another ancient being? The table holds nothing but a box with a description loud in them. To be taken in case of anxiety. It is empty. So... We see that Alexander may be anxious about something. Maybe about the veil. This cuckoo clock is covered with dust. It seemed to be missing an important piece. The bird. Oh, okay. That's a strange way of setting up a clock. So that's 11:15. Why is this clock sideways? The face of the clock has been turned. So turn it back. Can you do anything about it? Can you turn it back? Can I take one of the hands? Okay, I guess not, but I guess let's remember this time. 11:15. A misty dock. A misty dock overlooks a gray ocean. Gulls wheel overhead. A mighty duck, huh? Has anyone seen that movie? I saw it when I was really young. I don't remember much of it. Alexander, it's me, Devitt. I'm sorry if I startled you. What's going on? I heard footsteps. Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt maybe? Can you stand? He's staring blankly at some distant point, as if he has not heard my question at all. What's going on? You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what is happening here? He gives me no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Were they yours, or is there someone else in this house? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he is unresponsive. Alexander, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand just what happened to him. Seems like he's catatonic or something. Maybe if I pull back the curtain? No, I can't even interact with the curtain. Maybe if I pour acid on his hand? Nope. Okay, that's too dark, I guess. Maybe I would tie him up, he'll react? Nope. Alright, well, I guess let's go explore some more. And Joe facing the wall. A portrait of an old man, maybe a ship captain. It looks like he's trying to guard this chest with his stern glare. How do you know he's a ship captain? A huge chest made of oak wood. Open it up. What's inside? There's a large iron hook inside. I'll take this hook. There was a fragment of a diary under the hook. August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures, I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it's not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone, their frozen paroxysms? I'm sorry, I don't know that word. With what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An eternal movement, attention, an impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I might place them outdoors in the greenhouse and let the mold devour them, and wasps make nests of their hollow hearts. So they were moving then, those dragging sound. I'm not making this up. Okay, I already read that. So the hook can be combined with the rope. Yep, and I can go back to the well and get whatever fell in the well. But before, I'm gonna explore this area. A camera tripod. The pictures hanging from a cord. They look as if they were improperly developed. You can hardly distinguish anything. Improperly developed. Okay, so well, maybe you should have kept the room dark as opposed to having a light. I feel like that would have given a more scary atmosphere if the light was, you know, red like in a dark room. Yeah, I remember he was drinking water full of soot. What happened? You can drink that water here. The lamp is hanging from the ceiling. Its bulb casts an intense white light. Okay. Maybe I should have done that a little bit later. I'm on a tripod. Can I put it back for now? The light bulb may be of some use yet. Okay, fine. It looks like some kind of red tinted glass covered used to mask the lamp. It's completely shattered on the floor. Oh, that's why it's not red in a dark room. I thought it was blood too. A glass jar containing a yellow substance. Label reads cyanide. Pick it up. Why is there cyanide in the dark room? The image of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival. Oh, that just sounds like a load of fun. Note. It's a big book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked as some articles are underlined. 2149, Collodion of Photography. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemical are united upon the surface of the glass and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which a great value is attached. Some supposing that to its peculiar composition belong the principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. 2151. To develop a positive image. This is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of vitriol spirit solution, and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemical. Okay. Vitriol, then cyanide. 2550. The causes of failure. They will almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failure occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over nice, careful, or cleanly. The best result always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formula, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again. Instruments whose working are beyond my knowledge. Okay, do I pour vitriol on this thing? Nope. Cyanide? Nope. Okay, because it's obviously referring to developing a picture. Wonder where this plate is. Basin with a copper drain. Do I pour in directly in here? I need something on which to apply liquid. Okay. Picture? Picture. Okay, maybe it's not in this room yet. Maybe I have to get it from somewhere else and come back later. I'm assuming this is the last room upstairs. A bust with his face turned around. Oh, this person, Alexander, has a problem with bust faces, where he likes to turn things around facing the wall. A large envelope of black belt covered in dust and ashes. It is labeled with a warning. Do not open it under white light. Large envelope covered in dust. Okay. So I'm assuming that's gonna be a picture. It's a letter. Dear Alexander, I have excellent news. A contact from the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There's no doubt that sometimes more contemplation takes the mind to places that otherwise you would have never visited. Leafing through the grimoire and marveling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite result, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Something Latin. June 8th, 1887. Who wrote this? It was not signed. This seems to be an invoice. Oh, may this document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work. The cuckoo clock mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. 6:15. So 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. Okay. So 6:15, maybe that's the time I should be setting the clock at. A picture of an angel with a gentle face. The shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movement of Shadows, Preserving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature. All very mysterious, all very supernatural-like. Okay, so there's a picture. So can I develop the picture now? The tag on the envelope advises against opening it under a white light. But there is no white light. Okay, fine. Let's go to the well and unless you can turn this off. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe later. Maybe I'm gonna find something that will allow the lamp to have a red color, like in a real dark room. And of course, it's just an invitation for all sorts of horror to happen. Alright, so let's see what is coming out of the whale. Don't break again. Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass. Bird, huh? The little brass bird, when shaking, it makes a noise as if there was something inside. Can you break it? Dissolve it? The liquid is very corrosive. I could damage what is inside. Oh, you have a point. So what do I do? Dig with my bare hands. I don't have a shovel or anything, so... Strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be any water in the whale. That's strange. Maybe it's one of those decorative whales that are just there for show. Alright, let's go to Alexander's room. Wait, it's in here. Put the bird into the clock. The bird fits perfectly. Now I'm sure I have to do something about the picture. So I am out of ideas on what to do. Dissolve it, but anything over here? Oh, there is something over here. Dead animal. The corpse of a deer. Its abdomen torn open. It looks recently dead. So you find a dead and bloody deer in the forest. What is your next logical step if you were in Devitt's position? I personally would start a venison barbecue and invite Alexandre to have some. But through a series of random clicking and item mixing, I eventually figured out what to do. Let me tell you, it was unsanitary. But then again, I can't really think of another way to solve Devitt's problem. I guess you will have to find out in the next episode.